and the Green Bay Packers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
To Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To pass, here's Jordan Love, and that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
50 seconds a mark. 50 seconds a mark. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check the backer, check the backer. Chance.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Again, it's Love. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
That's 22, that's 22. Yeah, you don't want nothing. Shoot, watch the shoot.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over. 57's the mic, watch 57. And let's get this. Check 15, check 15.
To the air again, Love. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
That's 22, that's 22. He can't have me. What? He's not going to get me. Kill. Hey,
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
On the carry.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Love from the gun. He may try and run for this. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Blue down, blue down. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 22 needle. 57's right. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 45. 45. 6-man. Check Burrow.
First down. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And now and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Mark 22, Mark 22.
Final play of the half. Love looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's taken in by Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Love now on second down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Love. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
9-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play action this time with Love. Looking long for his tight end read. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with.
Incomplete.
But it's second down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
To throw again. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going back to Love. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Burrow will throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
A gain of 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Love. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point up and through, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
2 yards.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Kenny Clark.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. We're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
We got a plane to catch.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Day.